Enda nimuite Dr. Dalmas Otieno akuja ongea na sisi.
Madam PS, ladies and gentlemen, between me and C.C. Ogolo Songo, who was the councillor for Kamagambo in the South Nyanza County Council, which then was Migori plus Homa Bay, we started a small village polytechnic using our own money at Kitere. After a number of years, I said a village polytechnic is not enough for Rongo. So we then got the technical training where Rongo University is. When I managed through the system to get approval for a university in this region, and that said it will be named Moi University College as a department of Moi University Eldoret, when I got that approval, I went to Kitere and took this polytechnic to the 50 acres which we had here and had already planned it for a major institution. That's when I brought the technical institution to Siala here, and Moi University College became Rongo University. The vision remains that Rongo University will be a full university, and I want a full medical school, and I've already allocated the land for that purpose around Rakwaro. Siala was destined to be a national polytechnic, but my vision, it shall be a technical university. So I was so happy when the peers agreed to come, because now talking about Siala, she would know what she is talking about. So I had to come to Nairobi to meet the peers and tell her my dreams, only phase 1 is national polytechnic, phase 2 is technical university, and the brains you have in the ministry, the resources you have in the ministry, and the many friends I know you do now have, Rongo will be requesting your repeated assistance. And we are happy you know where we are. I don't have more to say on this, but I must say something to the students. I don't joke with standards. I had an obsession with performance standards in the Republic. I established the system in the public service. I will not accept students who still think somebody else should do something for him. Where are those students who are graduating? Can you all please stand up? The first class was 450. I think somebody added 3 at the end by the time they are graduating. When they were graduating, they asked me to give them jobs. That's why I've told you to be standing. They asked me to give them what? I told them I do not offer technical training for anybody so that he may be given a job. We offered you the facility so that you should create jobs for Kenyans. You have heard me. Those of you who are competent, I expect you to create jobs for Kenyans by establishing your own small unit. And the first 450 of Siala graduates, each of them had some work going on. And they employed 1, 2, 3 people. And we succeeded to do so. We can still do so now, wherever you are coming from. So please take home that thinking that you are supposed to create jobs for Kenyans. I was able also to arrange funding for small enterprises, small, medium-scale enterprise. There is funding for those now. Previously, there was no funding. And the PS, this is continuing, isn't it? Yes, PS, they are still allocating money for small, medium enterprise support for Kenyans who are creative enough, who are hardworking enough, who are willing to establish entities that would be productive and would be employing and even further training Kenya. So please be seated, but take home that challenge. My last statement is the community here. The community here has been very good. When I was looking for this parcel of land, they all agreed. And we planned it and left it empty for the purposes of a future institution. Nobody complained. The community here has been supportive to this institute. Whatever supplies they give, there is adequacy, both across the river on this side and across the river on that side. Thank you very much, Kaburo, for continuing to help Siala. Now that Siala has grown to this level, we are all very proud as the people who knew the history of Siala. My biggest lack was the appointment of the first principal. Can you stand up? I would say what is wanted and is capable of translating it into a policy, then translating it into an implementation program, and then commencing implementation without even asking me to come back and check. Shouldn't we congratulate Mwalimu? Fortunately for us, every other principal that came to Siala virtually continued with that outlook. Are there any of the other principals here? Only you. We know you will do it. You have sina shida. So we are grateful that the teachers that we got in this place had the attitude, the orientation, and the willingness to perform. And it shows. You can see the standards of cleanliness of the institute. Can't you do so? Even when you are walking, this place was bush. In fact, you have to dig here 6 feet down to be able to reach rock. They have managed to level it. It is compacted, it is planted, and it looks nice. Congratulations to the teachers, congratulations to the Board of Governors, congratulations to the people who have contributed to all this. With those very few remarks, Madam P.S., is it me now to call you or somebody else? Deputy Governor.
With your